Hi art students! Today I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to draw Gamera. Gamera was one of the characters in the Japanese monster movies, and he was the adversary of Godzilla. And as you can see, Gamera definitely resembles a turtle, a big, giant, radioactive turtle. But definitely he's got the turtle features of the tail, 4 legs, the head that can kind of pull into the shell, and of course the shell itself, which you can decorate in a number of different ways. Let's go ahead and get started on drawing Gamera. I have my paper horizontal, and in the upper corner I'm going to start by drawing Gamera's head. So I'm going to draw an arc shape like that, and then pull a line back towards what will be the corner of the mouth. Now, there I'm going to draw an interesting feature of Gamera, which is his tusk, and then continue that upper lip of Gamera's mouth past the tusk like that. To complete the mouth, I'm then going to bring that line back towards the tusk, stop, continue it on the other side, and then draw a looping line back under the upper lip so that the mouth looks like it's open. Next, I'm going to draw the lower jaw and part of Gamera's neck with a series of overlaps like that. Now I'm going to draw his eye, and that is above and behind the tusk. So I'm going to draw a fishhook shape, or a J if you prefer to look at it that way. That's his eyebrow, and then underneath that a half circle within a half circle for the eye. I'm going to partly color in the pupil, but leave a little bit of white for a highlight. We're going to go ahead and add in the nostril with a little curved wrinkle behind it, and some wrinkles in the corner of the mouth. Since Gamera is a reptile, he's got a lot of wrinkles. I'm going to go ahead and put a series of teeth in the mouth, drawing them in represented basically as a U shape. And Gamera used those teeth to eat his favorite meal, which was airports. Alright, let's go ahead and draw his shell in next. So I'm going to draw an arcing line that comes from behind the head up and around towards where the tail is going to be. And then I'm going to complete that shape to create the helmet-like feature that is Gamera's shell. Now, turtles' shells are made up of sections, as you see here. So let's draw a simplified version of that. I'm going to draw out a series of curved lines, first going from one side to the other on the shell like this. And then I'm going to divide those sections up further with lines that run at a 90-degree angle. This will kind of look like shingles on a roof, or tile, and gives a pretty good effect of a turtle's shell. Now we're going to draw the upper part of Gamera's tail. an arcing line that goes towards the right side of the paper, and put a series of ridges or spikes across the top of the tail, which Gamera features. We'll complete the back of the tail after we draw the legs. Gamera had pretty stout legs. Let's go ahead and draw the rear legs. They'd come down out of the bottom of the shell like this. So a slightly curved line in the front, and then the back of the leg drawn like this, coming down to what will be the heel. Draw another set of lines that are a series of overlaps for the toes. 1, 2, 3 toes. Connect them up. And then you can divide off the ends so it looks like nails on the end of his feet. Next, I'm going to go ahead and draw his upper arm, which, by the way, does look a lot like a person's arm, and that's because in the original movies, Gamera was actually acted out by somebody dressed up in a really big, heavy, and hot costume. So I'm going to draw 2 lines like that, and then add in 4 or 5 clawed fingers at the end. Now, before we draw the legs on the other side of the body, I'm going to add in his belly, and turtles have shells on their stomachs also. So we're going to go ahead and draw that. Just a simple curved line like this. And then let's continue that line behind the lower leg to also complete the tail. Now, for the other leg, other hind leg, simply follow the lines you drew for the closer leg, an arced line like this, and then a series of short overlaps to represent the toes. Once again, divide those off to show his fearsome toenails. Now I'm going to draw his upper arm with fingers at the end that would partly be covered by the arm closest to us. Now, Gamera is a reptile, and reptiles have a variety of different textures, such as scales and lumps and warts and different types of textures that you can indicate by doing cross-hatching, a series of zigzag lines like this, oval shapes, and you can really have a lot of fun designing the shell with a variety of patterns also. So here's my finished version, just to give you some ideas. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I look forward to seeing your work.